Okay, in this video, my hair isn't even brushed. You can see this. Okay. I'm going to talk to a friend who just passed away so that you can understand how you can talk to somebody who passed away. See, I have AC in my living room. I can't do it. You see where the kitchen is? No, that way. You can't do it that way. Under there, right there. I have a plastic sheet going into my kitchen with clothespins on the bottom, so the kitchen doesn't eat up my cool air, so I can save on energy. Okay, so anybody who passed away violently, non-violently, heartache, non-heartache, spiritually, non-spiritually, it doesn't matter. I'm going to talk to, I'm a shaman. I died, came back many times due to torture, due to flashbacks. If it happened back then, it'll happen now to me. Go to heaven, come back, go to heaven, come back. God calls me the yo-yo. Don't talk to the man the way I do. So I have a friend who just passed away, and I did a lot of burials. As a child, I did a lot of medical stuff that was not gonna work, and did a lot of last rites. So two people that passed away, my uncle and my buddy Frankie D. Maselli, are the two people who I didn't talk tough with, and those are the two people I have the hardest with understanding they are gone. After my uncle died 2 months later, I left a message on his answering machine asking his wife how he was doing. And now Frankie, I just talked to his sister, so now it's setting in. When we were young, we'd say, hey, you know, like when we're 35, he was always a bouncer. I was a bouncerette. He was my friends with benefits. Actually, whenever he saw my face, he'd say, okay, who'd you break up with? Grudge. So I just talked to his sister, and I said, well, we'd say, well, when we're 35, if we're not married, we'll marry each other. And then 30 would come along and say, when we're 45. And just this year, we changed it to 65. So I'm coming to terms that he's gone. Now, my place is a wreck because of my vaping. And just other thing, one person dared me, if I talked bad about somebody who was a user, I would be cut from their life. I cut that person from my life because I don't want to hear complaining about the same thing over and over, and you don't do anything about it. You know, I'm watching Big Brother. It's like, if anybody's watching it, Brittany, you know, playing the sob story. And no, you know, put your big girl girdle on. So, okay, so I'm going to talk to Frankie and do this with somebody, especially if they left tragically. They're gone. They're in a happy place. If you are spiritual, due to your spirituality, they crossed over. Your ancestry, their ancestry were at that moment. They knew. The big book, they know who's going and when. they're waiting right there. They know. You know, God's like, every year Tony's coming in, so y'all go down there and, you know, bring them in. You know, and so, and I see my brother, and he flies around with a girl, and for the longest time, I didn't understand who this girl was. And I didn't save her from death as a child, but I saved her from mutilation. And thankfully, it went down that uh, gunfire, a gun was exploded, and in a great place, because outsiders came running in our direction, and the cult ran, and I hid her. And she is the one, and I slept with her that night. And okay, so she is the one that flies with my brother. Oh, it's such a beautiful. Sarge would always say, "Why do you care?" And it's like, I knew she had parents. She was a good girl. She was pregnant, but she didn't want, in the 60s, you know, a good girl doesn't want. Anyway, so I'm going to talk to Frankie. Let's get on with that, because she, porcelain, beautiful girl. Anyway, I'm glad so now it's a happy thing, because I know she's happy. I know she's happy with my brother. They hold hands and fly. I mean, Jerry fishes and hangs out with my dad, but sometimes they just hold hands and fly in the sky. Anyway, and she's got a beautiful robe and long curly blonde hair and just porcelain doll face. And so Frankie, I'm going into this. So Frankie just died. So I was talking to him before, and I was in the shower, and a poor daddy long leg spider didn't make it out. But I kept trying. He kind of drowned it. So I kept trying to put him to the side, and then kept trying to dry off his mouth area, and he didn't survive. So I was going, Frankie, did you steal my spider? Did you steal my spider? You stole my spider, because that's the way we talked, Captain Crunch, because he always gave me bear hugs and cracked my back. And the Franklin mint. You don't need to know why I called him that. So I'm talking to him as if he's still here. Going over memories. His is not a painful loss for me, because I could never go to New York, where he was, where I grew up, because instantly I'd be Flashback City. And he couldn't leave New York because he was taking care of his mom, who has Alzheimer's. So, it's kind of like he's free and I could talk to him. Like, now he gets my past. You know, now I don't have to explain, because he never wanted to hear bad things that happened to me. He was very protective over me. So take that person and give homage to them personally, even if you're not spiritual and you feel like that person's really not talking to you. Does it matter? If you feel better by speaking to them, does it matter if you're not sure if signs you receive are real or not? Because folklore is based on realisms, but does it matter? I feel Frankie right there and talking to me, and us being the two little kids again. Big guy. You know, you would never expect him to behave the way he and I did. And just kids. So that one person, even if it was somebody you came upon that you really didn't know, it's okay. Introduce them into your life. You know, if you came upon somebody and you know, you just had to help them, be it like a police officer or something, or an EMS person, and you had to talk to them during, you know, their spirit leaving their body, or for those that don't believe, just dead, which you don't need to be my friend if that's how you think, okay? But you can listen to me. But I don't like you in my circle. God doesn't say kill other people who believe in God. Whatever God's name is to those religions. Because not one real God was down here writing the book. It was mortal man. Let's get a clue. Sometimes kings made books to make you all do what they wanted. So, Quran. And 72 virgins. No, those are 72 pedophiles in hell waiting to get your ass. That's what it is, yeah. And they're packing. So anyway, I'm being silly. Talk to these people, okay? So say you know, one of the people that I lost, say I was there, I know. I was there with you when you and your baby were taken. I held your baby so your baby didn't breathe as you were going, so I could hand your spiritual baby right to you as you both went to heaven. That happened you don't know how many times. So, and then I feel a sense of them thanking me. Thank you for doing that for me. Don't be so inside yourself that you can't imagine or turn the table. How would you be on the other side to somebody who was there for you like you were there for them? You have to come to an understanding of somebody passing in a violent manner, in a painful manner, in a long-term manner. People always have a tendency to say, but I didn't say, I should have, apologize, we could have. It doesn't matter. When they're gone, you don't get to communicate to them and have them respond if you don't know how to listen. But they forgave you. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's like, okay, I was an asshole too. Get over it. So talk to these loved ones that have passed away. You know, sometimes it originates in the scene. Get it out of that scene. Go to better places. Take that person out of the scene, because literally that's just a photograph burnt into your memory core. That it's no longer existent as in the here and now, except in those plates we have or videos. You know, those lucky ones. Lucky my ass. So have these conversations and heal. They're in a great place. I don't care if it's suicide. I don't care if it was the enemy got them. The enemy can do whatever they want to us. Did we hand our souls over? No. It's untouchable. So did they win? No. Valor. Pride. Talk to the burnt image to get it into a better image, and then commune. And then if you want to free that one particular person and go on to another, so be it. There'll be some you might just want to keep doing. Bring back happy memories. That's Memorial Day. Memorialize. Memorialize, but in goodness. In goodness. They're in a great place. Help yourself get to that great place in your mind so you could free those images that aren't so great. Ciao.